We are now closer than we ever have been to disclosure.
That's so true.
Earlier this year, the White House and El Ducho issued a major directive to intelligence agencies to begin the systematic identification and release of government files related to non-human intelligence and UAPs. Okay. UAPs, of course, to remind everyone, unidentified anomalous phenomena. So we've gone from UFO to UAP, which was unidentified aerial phenomena, to now unidentified anomalous phenomena.
Oh,
Which
okay.
I would like to point out, see, it's happening again. I would like to point out the fact that someone, they, the collective they, are choosing to change the title of what this is, also speaks to the fact that like they're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Because unidentified flying objects to me and to obviously the government is way too vague.
Yeah.
While that's my favorite one, and I will always say UFO because it's just like fun and cool.
Welcome to Weirdos of Whimsy, a podcast where we will be discussing all things weird and...
You guessed it, whimsical. Hi, my name is Jacqueline.
And I'm Stevie.
And we're back. We are back with you, fellow weirdos. It's delightful to be here. Back again.
Back again.
But before we get into our episode...
Yes.
Steven, I feel like we have like some stuff to discuss.
I feel like we do.
Yeah. So yesterday, the time of this recording, it will have been almost a week ago.
Yes.
I guess like 5 or 6 days. But it was Beltane.
It was.
Which was wonderful.
It was Beltane and, oh my God, what's the other? I've been seeing videos of it.
Oh, the Gaelic version of it?
Beltane?
Beltane. Yeah. Beltane. I can't say it. As you all know, we cannot pronounce Irish or Gaelic words.
But also on the same day, it was the flower full moon.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And it was beautiful. So I've come to our beautiful studio. We had an incredible little ceremony outside.
We did.
We toasted Mother Moon, the flower moon. We did our own little ritual for Beltane. Steven almost lit himself on fire.
Sure did. Maybe we should post that on. That'd be hilarious.
That is the one thing we absolutely
will post.
Must post it if you're okay with the hilarity.
The hilarity.
You guys, I cried for about a minute and a half laughing.
I had to change the propane tank. And it might have been on for 2 seconds longer than it should have. It's never happened before. I light that fire table all the time.
Yeah. It was
because
scary.
you were recording me.
Of course. And like the first time when I was recording and it lit, but it was like you're like
the propane was low.
Steven was like, get back. And I'm like, oh man. And then it was like nothing. And then we like are just closer to it. No warning at all. And just
we got cocky.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
We definitely have to post that. It's just so funny. So that was wonderful and lovely. The neighbors definitely don't like us now.
Yeah, what did I say yesterday? I was like, Willis, not only are they gay, but they're witches.
Listen, it's because this is the best house on the block.
It's true.
What else? We also had your birthday party and Aaron's birthday party, which was so fun. We had the best time. Little 80s moment.
Yeah, we had a blast.
We had a fun time. How are you enjoying being the age you are now? I don't want to out you.
38.
There you go. Okay. See, well done.
My body has been doing weird things.
Sure.
Even just in what, a week?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird, painful things. I don't like it.
I hope you're okay. You know what's wild is I can say this, like for another week, we are the same age.
We are
38 years old together. Oh.
And then what's happening tonight?
What's happening tonight? Do you want to share it with the children? Or
tonight I was invited along because this was a you and your cousin thing, right? Well, or was this a you thing?
It started out as like a me thing, and then I absolutely was talking to my cousin about it. But then I think I went to you about it first to say, do you want to go to this?
Yeah.
And then I went to my cousin and was like, I think we should go to this. Do you want to go to this? And she was like, absolutely.
Absolutely. So we're going to see Youngblood in
Youngblood!
concert.
Cannot wait.
Youngblood is fucking hot.
Oh my God.
Like rocker vampire, like gothy
Totally.
Ken doll? Gothy Ken doll? I know that's a drag queen, but still.
I love that. Oh,
right?
Yeah. No, like he's everything.
He's so hot.
He's so hot. He's so like,
Mm.
I love me the lean, skinny boys who are like muscular and
What did
tattooed and grungy.
Our friend Tony has called that a rat boyfriend.
Really?
Yeah. Because that vibe is weirdly like we're kind of into it sometimes.
No, I'm so into it.
Yeah.
Like no
Rat
tea, no
boyfriend.
shade to my wonderful partner who I love so much. But like, I don't know about you, but I did not end up with quote unquote my type.
Oh, ditto.
Right? Like at all. And like
Ditto.
Youngblood is, well, if you look at my past, like the skinny,
It's true.
you know what I mean? So
Skinny and
built, very, let's just leave it at that. But Youngblood is like, yeah, he is my absolute.
And when you watch videos of him, he'll like lean in and the eye contact he gives.
His lips, the eyes, is stunning. He's like all about consensual kind of interactions with his fans.
It's
like,
very Gen Z heavy metal rock.
100%, but he's like so sexy and so talented.
So talented.
The man can sing.
I think I only really know one or two songs, but it's going to be a surprise.
I'm not going to ask you which ones they are right now because I don't want to put you on the spot.
Okay.
But we will be listening to him the entire time through the car to the train.
Oh, good.
So,
okay.
Yeah. No, that's going to happen.
The only one I can name is Zombie, obviously.
Oh, and it's just, I get
great
shivers.
song.
I'm going to start crying for sure when he plays it. So yeah, we're doing that tonight. It's going to be great. Perhaps there'll be footage. It's just going to be so much fun.
There's going to be a pop-up apparently. And they have pop-up tattoos, like flash tattoos.
Yes.
And if we're one of the first 50 people, which already we're not.
No.
I would have got one.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
No, like for sure I would have. I already know exactly where it would have gone and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you are down here, buddy.
That's okay. We love Osiris.
I
he
shut
can
the
stay.
door, so he's trapped down here.
Oh, well, hey, that's all right. He's probably like, what the hell, Dad? Okay, so...
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I think it's time we gave an alien update, don't you?
I think so too.
As you can tell. Right? Like, it's time.
This is Jacqueline's shirt. I had to borrow it.
I wasn't going to
I look cute.
You look so cute.
I told Dan, I was like, do I need to buy women's t-shirts? Because this sleeve length is what I would like.
That's the one. That is the one. Like, fully party people. I love my best friend, Stephen, very much. I cherish him. I need him in my life all the time. However... he comes out looking like that, and I'm like, great. You look fantastic in my clothes. And he's like, can I keep this? And I was like, absolutely not. Not only is that my favorite movie, but it's one of my favorite shirts. But this is my all-time
Clearly,
favorite.
you don't love me that much.
Okay, well. Cuff me now, okay? Take me away. But yeah, this is my favorite alien shirt.
It's cute. Right? I really like
Got this on tour when Blink was here a couple of years ago.
I love it.
So it's got a sweet little spaceship on the back too, but like that's...
Have you explained what Blink has to do with UFOs? We talked about it in the last one. We probably did.
Are you being funny?
Have you explained to the party people?
Are you being funny right now?
I don't know, am I? I can't remember. We talked about it.
Yes.
We talked about this before. I black out what we've talked about in past episodes, unless I listen to it again.
Right, which we kind of should have done. But I was just going to make that point. Party people, if you haven't listened to parts 1, 2, and 3 of Aliens Exist.
It was a 3-parter last time.
It was a 3-parter because I just went off.
You did.
Like, I just went off. There was no...
If you haven't listened to the UFO episodes yet, when we talk about aliens and UFOs, this is when Jacqueline gets, like, weird nerdy. Like, she gets intense nerdy.
It's not organized at all because, as we've discussed, undiagnosed. So my brain is just like, like it literally is that.
Yeah.
And it was like spitting out
You were
things.
short-circuiting last night trying to write the episode.
I had to walk away several times
did.
and then I forced you to watch
because there's just so much in there.
It's just so much. So today is a little different. I've kind of focused on one specific thing. But to answer Stephen's ridiculous question, yes.
We have talked about it.
Tom DeLonge, who is my man
in Tom DeLonge?
Now you're just being funny. Now you're just trying to get me to explode. Tom, of course, for the people who maybe haven't had a chance to listen to 1, 2, and 3, but like I'm telling you, pause, go listen to 1, 2, and 3.
There's a lot in there.
It will be 3 hours of your life that you may never get back. But Tom left Blink to pursue outing aliens.
Yeah.
Like that's literally one of the main reasons that he left the band back in the day. And guess what? He did it. I have a shirt that I will be in this next newsflash. This is going to be part 1 of part 2.
Newsflash.
It says Tom was right because he was directly involved. Him and his team was directly involved in outing a lot of the footage that kind of allowed this, what we're going to talk about, to snowball into
I love it.
work.
Yeah.
So yeah, really exciting.
Cool.
It's already happening. I'm already like, so let's get back to what I wrote, because that's going to allow me to stay focused. So Stephen,
hi.
I would love for you to kick it off by
Okay.
telling the really interesting story that happened to you. Was it a week ago? It was
I'd say
after
it
your
was-
birthday party.
No, I think it was before.
It was before.
Was it?
I thought it was the Saturday after, when you were just chilling.
Well,
Yeah, it was.
Maybe it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Saturday
yeah.
night. Anyway, cut to, I'm lying on the couch, just like recuperating.
Because it was the day you would
yeah,
have left.
I left. And Steven starts messaging me, and over to you, because this is wild.
So yeah, I'm out. I want to say maybe what, 9, 10 o'clock?
Yeah, it was definitely dark.
Later.
Yeah.
So it's dark outside. I'm taking Merlin, my dog, for a walk. We're walking around. There's a park on the corner near my house.
Mhm.
And I get there, so I'm like within a minute of home. And then I stop and I see it. I would say it was a very bright, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like oblong.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Look, oval.
An oval shape.
An oval
yes.
illuminated bright light in the sky. And it looked like it was above the clouds.
Mhm.
And it was like illuminating the top of the clouds shining through the bottom. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm trying to paint a picture.
I sure do, because I saw the video.
Yes, I did send a video.
Which we will also post.
Yes.
Hold us to it, party people.
So I immediately voice note Jacqueline. I was like, oh my God. And I start stuttering. I was like, I need to focus. I'm getting all flustered. Oh my God. But I think I may be witnessing a UFO, my first ever UFO. So I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? So I'm standing there, I'm watching, I'm looking, and then it's floating there for a minute, and then it does dart off. Like, it started a little slow and then darted off and it disappeared. So I'm like, holy shit. And that's when I voice note you and I message. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay here for a little bit, see what happens.
Yeah.
And then it does come back. And the second time is when I videoed it to send to you.
Because I'm like, take a
video.
Which you were going to do anyway.
Absolutely.
But yeah, in that moment, isn't it? Can I just like interject real quickly? Did you feel like hot?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild how you feel like hot and overwhelmed, and you're like,
now, in the moment, I'm trying to think critically as well.
Yes.
It's hard to, but I tried.
Yes.
And
that's what we like to do here.
Exactly. So I'm like trying to like see its movements, and I stayed long enough that it wasn't a quick pattern. It took a while, but there was a slight pattern to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it almost does look like a spotlight, which I've never seen in the area before. I've lived here, almost 3 years? 3 years?
3 years.
Never seen a spotlight in this area ever before.
Also, why would it be? It's just houses. It's literal.
We're in suburbia.
Yeah. Like rolls and rolls and rolls of just homes.
Yes.
And then the highway.
Yeah. So I watched a while, and it did keep kind of like circling back and then leaving and circling back and leaving. And there was a good like maybe 5-minute chunk between each
movement. But it was scary.
But yeah, it was cool. It was scary. It was fun. It was exciting.
It moved weirdly.
It moved weirdly.
It didn't move. So, sorry, keep going. You came to the conclusion that
I think that it was a spotlight.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm hoping it was a UFO, but I'm pretty sure it was a spotlight.
Especially because if it was like the pattern that you're talking about, it was doing it over and over and over again. Now, having said that, some could argue that means it isn't a spotlight.
Yeah.
But it's just weird because like we've all remember going to the club. And sometimes like children, I'm talking about 2008.
Children.
Right? 2007, 2008. Like we're 20 and 21 years old.
Yeah.
And there were certain clubs that had spotlights going constantly when you like pull up.
But that's the thing.
It wasn't constant.
And they never, with a spotlight, they never disappear completely.
Yeah. Because like it literally does this, or it moves around, or it's like you put them on a pattern, you set it, and you forget it. Not that I've run a spotlight before, but like this looked like someone was like holding it and maneuvering it, because it'd like stay there and then it'd quickly move over and then stay there. And then it like slowly panned. It was just...
And it wasn't
weird.
in a circle.
No,
thing.
It wasn't like a looping, kind of motion.
I don't know. I could have maybe seen a UFO, but
Right?
I would say like 95% sure it was a spotlight.
I wondered if like I started sort of Googling like news stories in his area to see if there was something.
She did immediately. She went into like journalist researcher mode. She's like, oh my God, what's in the area right now?
Yeah, like I was like, is there a missing boat? Is there? And then I was like, there's no water anywhere around here. And then I was like, is there, like a missing, I don't know, like whatever, skydiver, whatever. But I couldn't find anything.
No.
And yeah, it was interesting because it was so cloudy and it was just going up against the clouds. So then we kind of
was bright.
It was super bright. We kind of talked about like, is this a like a you and a me who's got this insanely bright light that's like, let's look into the sky. Like those kinds of flashlights do exist. I also know the military and OPP have those kinds of really, really bright lights.
Okay.
That's why I wondered, like, are they missing someone? Are they looking for someone? But I don't know why it was moving in the way that it was.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing, Stephen.
It
was weird. And I was very excited for you because I was like, it's finally happening to him. It's finally happening.
It's not a ghost, it's an alien, which is probably more
it's way scarier.
Way scarier, but also more maybe realistic or
it's not beyond the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Totally. Good one. Thanks. Great share.
Thanks.
Right? Okay. So with that,
disclosure. We're talking about disclosure.
At least
for now. What do we mean when we say that? What's included, what's excluded, and where do we go from here? First, let's remind everyone that we did a 3-part series. Oh, we talked about this.
Let's do it again. Shit.
A 3-part series of a basic generalized overview of aliens and Jacqueline's story of how she became obsessed in the early days of this podcast.
And now you too, really.
Absolutely.
But my favorite part of that is like when I do listen back to it, because like newsflash, we listen to our own podcast. I laugh because I'm like, I sound so insane. And Stephen is just like my hostage. You are there along for the ride. You ask great questions.
Do I?
You do.
There's great engagement. That one in a long time.
There's great engagement, but it's like so clearly me spiraling and you being like, I'm just gonna watch this happen.
I love it
because like, yeah. But you keep me in line and you're like asking the questions.
Wow, that's surprising.
No, you did a good job. Really good job. So, but yes, go back and listen to it. Aliens Exist, part 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
They're fun.
Huzzah.
They're fun. It's also there's no video.
That was one of the early ones.
That was really that was back in the day when we were in a different room and there was no video.
Back in the easy days of recording.
Oh my God, sat down, did it, and called it a day. Not that we don't love this,
and we didn't have to like look put together.
Yeah, like God, we did it in pajamas most of the time.
We did up in my office, and we just like, it was fantastic.
We'll do it again. Okay, so let's start nice and easy. Okay, so disclosure. When we talk about it right here and right now in this moment, because many things happen very quickly at all hours of the day, it means the act of the world's governments, or really in this case, at least one of them, informing the public of extraterrestrial or ultra-terrestrial technology, beings, craft, everything from weapons to little green men to flying saucers and beyond. Okay.
Did we talk about ultra-terrestrials in the last episode?
Yes, a couple of times. Okay. Yeah. But hey, we can cover it again. So like, there are theories that they come from this earth, i.e. in the ocean or in the rock or in the center of the earth, or ultra-terrestrial could also be like of another dimension. It's not necessarily outward in space, but it's like cutting through time and space, and cutting through different dimensions. So lots of
things.
See, I'm already off topic. Okay, so I don't know if I said this, but I'm going to say it again. We are now closer than we ever have been to disclosure.
That's so true.
Earlier this year, the White House and El Ducho issued a major directive to intelligence agencies to begin the systematic identification and release of government files related to non-human intelligence and UAPs. Okay. UAPs, of course, to remind everyone, unidentified anomalous phenomena. So we've gone from UFO to UAP, which was unidentified aerial phenomena, to now unidentified anomalous phenomena. Which I would like to point out, see, it's happening again. I would like to point out the fact that someone, the collective they, are choosing to change the title of what this is, also speaks to the fact that Like, they're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Because unidentified flying objects, to me and to obviously the government, is way too vague.
Yeah.
While that's my favorite one, and I will always say UFO because it's just like fun and
same.
cool. Unidentified anomalous phenomena really
Is
kind of
anomalies.
yeah, it really drills down into like these. We know it's not weather balloons. We know it's not a plane. We know it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unidentified flying object. It could be a plane. We're just not sure of it yet.
Yeah.
This
It
to
could have been a
me,
weather balloon. And
correct,
we're not sure. Yeah.
is like we don't know what these things are.
Yeah.
Okay, back to you, Stephen.
Let's go. So they also officially registered aliens.gov
Yes.
as a domain name in March of this year, which is what, 2 months ago?
Yep.
Which people are saying is signaling a centralized portal for the public to access declassified records.
Yeah, and fun tip, if you try and go to that site, you can't. At least my computer tells me that it's unsafe and I need to go back to safety.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you tried to get through that?
I don't want to click anything because like I've been burned from, I'm sure it's not active yet.
Yeah.
But also,
well, let's go to the library or something.
yeah, like why are they making it seem like it's unsafe to go to?
Right? Oh,
Anyway.
that's true.
Mhm.
They are also focusing on the paper trail push.
Mhm.
Unlike previous years that focused on pilot videos, the current push is heavily focused on the bureaucratic paper trail, investigating where funding for legacy programs may have been hidden. Basically, show me the receipts. Lawmakers are investigating if money has been funneled into private aerospace companies for legacy programs. Covert efforts to retrieve and analyze non-human technology.
Exactly.
That was a lot of, I don't know if I made that whole paragraph make sense. I was like, I don't really know what I'm saying.
You did a great job, and
Thank
you know
you.
exactly what you're saying. Just like you said, show me the receipts.
Show me the receipts.
So it's like they're looking, yeah, they want to see proof of money that's being spent. So like to kind of break it down.
Yeah.
If there is a receipt, really
Okay.
keep it basic, for an undisclosed project
Okay.
that is $40 billion. I'm not saying that happened. I'm just choosing a number.
Okay.
The government will be like, we are now going to find out why you spent $40 billion. Like, what is this? I don't want to
Okay.
just know that it's classified.
Wait, the government is looking into it?
They're
Isn't
doing
the
it themselves.
government
The
doing
Congress.
these things?
Yeah. So great kind of question, Stephen.
Like the government's
Congress-
looking into itself.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Finally, people who have not been historically part of like Department of Defense or Your Eyes Only kind of part of these kinds of projects, Congress is now saying, well, hold on a second. If this division of the government is spending all this money and they've never been held accountable, we're now
Okay.
holding you accountable.
Gotcha.
Tell us what you're doing.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Okay. So to that point, Congress remains the primary engine for transparency, as we just discussed, with a focus on whistleblower safety. So a whistleblower is someone who's been in the action and they've decided, I am no longer going to be a part of this because what we're doing should be shared.
We watched one last
We
night.
sure did, which we'll get to
We will
later
get to.
on. So when it comes to whistleblower protections, the goal is to create a safe harbor for individuals involved in alleged sort of secret crash retrieval programs or reverse engineering programs to come forward without losing their security clearances or obviously impact their lives in any way.
Yeah.
So we all know that, the hearings really kind of kicked off in 2023, which again, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to get to that in a second. But recent hearings in late 2025 and early of this year, of course, 2026, have centered on protecting these witnesses. For example, two that I wanted to kind of talk about. Jeffrey Nusitelli, a former military police officer, and Dylan Borland, an Air Force veteran. Both of these men have testified in front of Congress about their encounters.
Okay.
I figure if we can, I'd like to kind of go over their statements.
Love it.
Okay. So Dylan Borland, let's start with him. He said he saw a large triangular craft in 2021 while at Langley. I don't know if I need to impress upon the party people how important that is. Langley, of course, is where the CIA headquarters is.
Yes.
So, like, kind of a big deal. So I'm going to dive in. I've got his written statement for the House of Representatives Task Force, which again was earlier this year.
Okay.
I'm not going to read all of it, although I could, and it's really, really interesting. I definitely recommend everyone goes and checks it on YouTube.
Okay.
It's just wild to see these people sit in front of a giant room of their peers and powerful government officials,
Yeah.
Congress, hello, and say these things.
What would they search on YouTube? Just Dylan Borland.
Dylan Borland written testimony.
Okay.
Yeah, is a good place to start.
There you go.
Okay, so it talks about who he is. Again, I'm not going to go like 100% into it, but I'm just going to dive in right here. So from 2011 through 2013, I was stationed at Langley Air Force Base, Virginia, conducting 24-hour operations via manned and unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAV, for Special Operations Forces for the Global War on Terror. Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wow.
So during the summer of 2012, my team was on standby for weather, and I returned back to my barracks on base. At approximately 1:30 a.m., I saw an approximately 100-foot-long equilateral triangle fly from near the NASA hangar on base and come within 100 feet of where I was standing.
Holy shit.
Okay. This craft interfered with my telephone, did not have any sound, and the material it was made of appeared fluid or dynamic.
Okay.
I was under this triangular craft for a few minutes, and then it rapidly ascended to commercial jet level in seconds. That's like 40,000 feet,
That's
37,
huge.
38,000 feet in seconds. Back to him. It displayed zero kinetic disturbance, sound, or wind displacement.
Wow.
Some years after that experience, I was further exposed to classified information from the UAP Legacy Crash Retrieval Program through a sensitive position I held with the Special Access Program. During that time, intelligence officers approached me in fear for their own careers, citing misconduct within these programs and the same retaliation I was already enduring.
Wow.
So like they came forward and said this happened. Obviously, everything the military does, either secret or not, it's all recorded. It's all, documented. So he was getting heat from it like immediately. So he goes
That's
on
crazy.
he goes on to essentially say, like, he describes a little bit more retaliation, which is again why these kinds of testimony matter, because that shouldn't be happening. Think of it like this: if you're treated if you're treated poorly, or you are, under scrutiny in your regular day job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's not okay. You can't just do that because you saw something that's not okay and you decided to report on it.
Yeah.
This is on a way more important scale, a global scale, if you will. So I just, that was a little bit about what he saw. I just thought it was important to share.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
I love this.
So when it comes to Nusitelli. So Nusitelli said he witnessed what has come to be known as the Vandenberg Red Square. Okay.
Red Square now.
Yes.
Okay.
So this happened at Vandenberg Air Force, which is in Santa Barbara County in California.
Okay.
Also home to the National Missile Defense Project. No big deal. Just a top national security program, I
have a question to ask after this.
Okay.
Remind me.
Okay, hopefully I know it. So here's more of his written testimony about what he saw, okay? So remember, this is the former military police officer who has 16 years of active duty service in the United States Air Force. Okay, here we go. Between 2003 and 2005, 5 UAP incidents occurred at the Vandenberg Air Force Base, home to the National Missile Defense Project, a top national security priority. At the time, we were conducting launches deemed by the National Reconnaissance Office as, quote, the most important in 25 years. Big deals. These facilities were vital, and they were repeatedly visited by UAP. Like, that's a problem. That's a problem. Each incident was witnessed by multiple personnel, documented, investigated, and reported up the chain of command. We sent information up, but no guidance came down. I personally witnessed one of these events and investigated others. 6 other service members, all direct eyewitnesses, have provided the information I share with you today. The incursions began on October 14th, 2003, when Boeing contractors reported a massive glowing red square silently hovering over 2 missile defense sites.
Wow.
After several
That'd be
minutes,
nuts.
yeah, like sound the alarm.
Hovering
Okay.
red square. Also, like in your mind, you picture like, the typical
Discs,
disc and stuff, but like
whatever.
a red
A
square
giant
would be
red
like,
square.
oh
Yeah,
my God, hell is upon us.
pretty much. Pretty much. After several minutes, it drifted east and vanished beyond the hills.
Wow.
This event, now known as the Vandenberg Red Square, was later referenced by Representative Luna, who was the person who was managing this past congressional hearings during the first public hearing on this topic. So
Also, squares aren't that aerial. What's the word I'm looking for?
aerodynamic.
Aerodynamic.
Yeah. So it's
Interesting.
funny that you say that. So then there's like, he talks about what was reported, a bright, fast moving object. He includes a couple of radio responses. It's coming right at us. It's here. It's right here. It's gone. Right? Like they're all reacting in real time.
Yeah.
So everyone was really freaked out about it. And then about a week later, another patrol reported a strange light over the ocean heading towards the base. It just goes on to say like this was essentially reported, and everyone who saw these kind of UAPs were threatened and told to stay quiet about the incident.
Wow.
And said, do not report this any further. Right? So he goes on a lot more kind of, he essentially talks about this red square was like the size of a football field.
That's
sorry.
That's like
That's
mothership
wild,
territory.
right?
Or not, and that's the size of the normal
The
ship,
regular
which is
scout
also
ships.
terrifying.
Telling you? So go and watch their statements, please.
Yeah.
These are just two examples of wild.
Okay,
wild.
I have a question.
Okay, yes. What's your question? I hope I know it. I might not.
No, it's more of like a skeptic question.
Okay.
I know there are other sightings in the world,
Oh yeah.
but why are so many of them American?
This comes up a lot. Yeah, this comes up a lot.
Which could lead back to, I know we're going to talk about it, but what we
Yes.
watched last night, right?
Yes. So I personally have a couple of thoughts on that.
Okay.
Number one, I know that that's not just the case. There are lots of reports in Brazil. There's lots of reports.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It just seems like the most
It seems like it's the most because
common, or the one you hear about most, I guess, maybe because we're in North America.
I was just going to say, so America is supposed to be the strongest, most fierce, rich, weaponized country on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Their military is second to none. It's unmatched.
Yeah.
So like the fact that these things are getting into military covert operation bases where there are literal missiles hidden in the hills.
I mean, that makes sense. That's
crazy, right? Like how can the strongest, arguably best military in the world allow this to happen?
If aliens or whatever are going to come and check out our planet, potentially invade, or just like be here, I mean, they would want to be aware.
Wouldn't you start with the strongest one?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not only that, but yeah, like there are, what's the population of the US now? 350 million?
Sure.
Something like that?
Something like that.
I'm going to Google it really quickly just because, but it's a great question, Stephen. It has come up a lot and it's like always in the movies, but to me it's because 342 to 349 million people in the States right now.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those, like, you have the resources to talk about it. The government is the strongest in the world. Like, are there people in poor areas of Brazil who see it? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who are they going to tell? Who's going to listen? You know what I mean?
And maybe spoilers from ahead, but it also could be the American government doing all of their tests.
Could be American government
we're
doing all the
actually seeing government test ships and shit like that.
Like,
right? So
don't think for a second. I'm sure I've shared this before. Again, I'm spiraling. I think they've got something.
Oh, they have to.
Right?
I feel like we have talked about this before too.
Yeah.
But like the technological jump.
Yes.
And an advancement within what, like 100 years? Which has never happened in human history ever.
Correct.
That we're aware of.
Right.
Is insane. There's got to be something there.
And like it just so happens that they got it. So, but great question, Stephen.
Thank you.
Happy to unpack that further as we go.
Okay. Next we have David Grush.
David Grush.
Poster
boy. Love him. Have a huge crush on him. He's so cute.
Oh,
he's so
I don't know what he looks like.
Oh, he's very cute.
So he's a former U.S. military intelligence officer.
Yes.
Who gained international attention in 2023.
Yes.
When he came forward as a whistleblower. alleging that the United States government has a secret multi-decade program focused on the retrieval and reverse engineering of non-human spacecraft.
Right.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
His testimony is a landmark moment in UAP history because of his high-level credentials and his decision to testify under oath.
Right. So we love David Grush. Again,
Okay.
I talked about him, I believe, in the last few episodes because his big testimony in 2023 was like wild.
Love it. I want to see what he looks like.
Which we'll get to. Yeah, he's really cute. Not a super skinny rock star, like I just said, is my type.
You
but
can
he's
have
like
different types.
he's got like a deep voice, and he's just he's cute. I'll wait until you take a look.
Oh.
No? I mean,
not for me.
You and I have very different tastes. Can I see the photo you're looking at?
I mean, all of those. Is that him?
I just think he's so good looking. He's just like a sexy silver fox.
Generic white man.
No, I think he's so good looking. I like it.
A generic straight white man.
If
I guess.
Go to right now, go to Instagram and go to Jeremy Corbell's. Jeremy Corbell. Who we'll talk about. We might have to end this sooner than I thought.
Right.
Where are we here? Oh no, we're close. We're close.
K or C?
C.
Corbell.
Corbell. And there's like a shot of him with a cute little beard. David Grush. I don't know why this is so important to me. No, you know what? I'll show you later.
Okay.
Either way, I think David Grush is handsome as hell. And he's like a big, tall
to each
man.
Their own.
Okay. So let's continue on my little crush of David Grush. Ooh, right. So background and credentials. So David Grush's military service, he is a decorated combat veteran and former Air Force officer. He had a big intelligence role. He worked for the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, or the NGA, and the National Reconnaissance Office, which we talked about earlier, the NRO. He has been part of the UAP task force from 2019 to 2021. He served as the NRO's representative to the Pentagon's United Aerial Phenomena Task Force. So like this exists. The Pentagon, that's back again years ago when Tom DeLonge forced the issue, and they all said, okay, yeah, we have a team that actually investigates this.
Yeah, I love it.
So this actually gave him access to highly classified information.
Wow.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about his July 2023 testimonial.
Okay. So in this testimony, before the House Oversight Committee and subsequent interviews, Grush made several explosive claims.
Yes.
He alleged that the U.S. and other nations possess intact and partially intact vehicles of non-human origin.
That is a direct quote.
That's wild.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He also stated that biologics or remains of pilots were recovered from some of these crash sites, which he clarified were non-human based on the assessments of people with direct knowledge.
Hello.
So
again.
Literally.
Alien
life forms.
Alien life forms. Here's the thing. This was a big deal for me years ago. And I don't know why everyone wasn't losing their minds. So I'm happy to talk about it as often as possible. Like, that's the thing. This is 3 years ago, and it hit the news. For me, it was a huge deal, and like the UFO community was like going absolutely wild.
Yeah.
It made the news day for like one afternoon.
That's nuts.
Isn't it?
See, and this is why you wonder if the government is like making it so that it's not a thing.
I'm telling you.
He claimed these programs have been illegally shielded from congressional oversight for decades through misappropriation of funds.
Right. Again, show us the receipts.
Yeah. Grush also alleged that he and others faced administrative terrorism and brutal retaliation for attempting to bring this information to light, even stating that he feared for his life.
Yeah, he goes on the record to say like him and his wife have been like harassed several
Yeah.
times. Again, which is why Congress is like, we need to protect these whistleblowers to keep people coming forward.
Yeah.
Right. So let's talk about official responses and, of course, skepticism. So when it comes to the Pentagon, which is it's wild because they've been kind of like all over the map.
Okay.
So the Department of Defense, or DOD, is commonly referred to, and the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, which is called AARO.
AARO.
Okay. AARO is important. We're going to talk a lot about AARO. They have both stated that they have found no verifiable information to support the existence of any programs involving extraterrestrial materials. So these two government-funded and created organizations, whatever, groups, if you will, they literally exist to like protect and find things out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera,
Yeah.
are saying there's nothing here.
Nothing. Which is insane.
I find that, right, very, very difficult to believe. So the scientific community, of course, many scientists remain skeptical, noting that while Grush's testimony is compelling, he has not yet provided public physical evidence, meaning photos, documents, videos, materials.
It's literally just his word.
Right.
Yeah.
His claims are primarily based on interviews he's conducted with over 40 witnesses rather than first-hand sightings of the craft, right? So, like,
Okay.
of course, but how could he smuggle that out of there? I don't know. I just like.
Yeah.
Also, I have another theory. I think he's got it, and he doesn't want it. Like, we are not prepared.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
The world would collapse if actual
correct,
like undeniable proof came out.
right?
I mean, what did I say last night? The world has become so like religion forward.
100%. So to that point, actually, I'm going to quickly take this over here, Stephen.
You go for it.
So finally, when it comes to legislative action, Grush's claims directly influenced the UAP Disclosure Act, which is where we're at now, which sought to mandate the declassification of government records related to UAPs. Okay, so the current status where we're at right now. As of early 2026, David Grush remains a central figure in the transparency movement. While some of his most outlandish claims, such as the spacecraft recovered in Italy in 1933 with the help of the Vatican, remain unproven, his actions have successfully pushed Congress to hold more classified briefings and investigate how special access programs are funded. So again, everything we just kind of talked about, like, it's a slow process. Hello, this kind of kicked off in 2017. Well, decades ago, but 2017 is when Tom DeLonge and his whole team like forced the issue. All these videos were released. They finally said, okay, you got me. Like, it exists. Area 51 is real. We are kind of looking at this. But these groups, you know, while they're real, we aren't finding anything.
Yeah.
And then more and more people are coming forward being like, that's bullshit, because I've gone to you many times with video evidence, with recorded, you know, photos, whatever, statements, incidents. And they're being like, no, quiet, shut up, or like threatening people or whatever. So now it's like finally coming around to be like, okay, we are spending money on this.
Yeah.
This is where it's going. Whistleblowers now need to be protected because so many people are in danger, which we'll also get to. But before we close her down for part one, Stephen.
Yes.
Why don't you talk us through what we're about? Because what you just said is what we're about to kind of explore.
Perfect. I always jump the gun. I get excited. So we have the fire briefing.
Yes.
So in April 2026, which is literally what, yesterday? The day before?
2 days ago.
2 days ago, April 2026, shortly after the idiot to the south of us said he found very interesting articles. I can't do a Trump accent.
Okay, hold on. Let's try it. It's huge. You're not going to like it, but it's huge, okay?
Huge.
Very interesting stuff. It's huge. It's going to change everything.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good. So the U.S. Representative Tim Burchett,
Republican from Tennessee. Republican.
A prominent voice in Congress regarding unidentified anomalous phenomena. That is hard to say.
Tough. UAP.
UAP. This guy made startling claims about classified briefings he had received. Burchett stated that the information presented, particularly in a session held around late March or early 2026, was so extreme it would have set the earth on fire and caused the country to come unglued if made public.
Quote unquote.
That's insane.
Right? So funny that you say that, Stephen.
It's
would. Literally what they're saying.
Yeah. It needs to happen, but it would, because everyone was like, nah, God.
Pretty much. It would simply, I think a lot of people would be like, yeah, we already knew this. Like,
yeah,
thank you for finally saying it. But
most
a lot of people would be unraveling.
It would be like riots in the street.
Yeah, totally. So like,
I would think.
I completely agree. And I think that's where we're going to stop it for today. Great place to stop.
I love it.
Next week, we're going to pick up on what that is, what it means for moving forward
Yeah.
and where we're at. We've got a little bit more information. Some startling things have happened in the scientific community
There
specifically.
has been a lot.
There's been a lot. So we're going to go over that next week.
Yes.
But for now, like, wow.
It's wild stuff. I love watching you get so in the zone with this. Like, I know we love our spooky, ghosty, weird shit.
Yeah.
But you get so passionate and just so in the zone with this topic specifically.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I just, it's been my entire life.
Yeah.
Kind of. I shouldn't say that. 11. Like, I was 11 years old when I kind of discovered, like, because there's something more. There's just something more. And
it's not like, at least like ghost stuff is like very like Earth-centric, very human-related.
Human relations
and
moment.
Like aliens and UAPs and UFOs are just so alien.
And it's like happening now. We don't have to wait until we're dead to find out what's happening.
Exactly.
It's a tangible, real life experience. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but Jeremy Corbell had this quote. Jeremy Corbell, I'll get into who he is. I love him. He's also very much my type.
Love it.
Not to always sexualize these guys.
That's
but
what we
also,
do.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Rectifying you guys. I don't know if it was his quote or if he reported on it, but someone pretty much said, like he said, it's no longer a matter of if you believe, it's if you're paying attention.
Yes.
And like,
yes,
that is also, I think, why it's such a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Because these are what else? Like, what else is there?
The one I heard that was very, very that was, now the conspiracy theorists aren't the conspiracy theorists. The ones who are, I'm going to say it again, conspiracy theorists are the ones who don't believe now.
Yeah.
Because there's so much out there.
Right. How can you dispute all of the stuff that is happening? Like, Congress is holding hearings.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's crazy.
But we'll stop it there.
Yeah. Also, like, this was the perfect episode, like, for right now also, because you love it, you're so passionate about it. But in a few days' time,
oh my goodness,
it will be our lovely Jacqueline's birthday.
Crazy.
I mean, what episode did we talk about mine? We're literally like
we are
days
1
apart,
year
really.
and 2 weeks apart.
Yeah, a year and 2 weeks.
Year, 2 weeks apart.
Taurus season.
We are, that's why we're the same age right now for 1 more week.
That's right.
But yes, thank you.
But happy birthday. I love you so much.
Thank you. I love you so much.
We did it was great because we did the Beltane full moon and a little birthday celebration.
With like a little fire. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Steven surprised me with beautiful gifts, delicious pizza. All my favorite cupcakes. He brought out a whole thing of cupcakes and a little what do we call it? A cake fountain sparkler.
It was a cake fountain sparkler.
It was so cool.
It was fun.
It was great. We had thank you so much. You just spoiled me so much. You made me feel
You
so
deserve
special.
it.
Oh,
I love you.
I love you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yay, UFOs.
Yay.
Woo! All right. Well, we will be back for next week for part 2. So please.
We're not going to make it a 3-parter this time. It's just a 2-parter.
No, it will definitely be 2-parter.
We don't want to overwhelm you guys again.
I feel like I already have. All right. So thank you so much for listening and watching Weirdos of Whimsy. We will be back again soon with another episode that guides you through the weird and whimsical journey that is our brains. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube at Weirdos of Whimsy Pod. Watch that space for updates, release dates, and other delectable treats and morsels. Or treats and delectable morsels. I screwed it up. I tried to go off book and I couldn't do it. Say goodbye, Stevie.
Goodbye, everybody. Live long and prosper.
Ooh, I don't think I can do that.
You can't do that?
Oh, I can do it on that one. Like, not this one, though.
You can kind of do it on
I can only...
I tested this all the time. Star Trek lover.
Love it. And as always, big gulps, eh? Well, see you later. UFOs are real.
They're out there.